usually use Skype. That's why I use Skype, because I have a special program for it.
Uh-huh.
So I forgot to hit the record button. So the first part did not get recorded, but it's getting recorded now. So
Okay.
you remember everything that was said so far?
Yes.
If you need to write it
Yeah.
down, take some time to write it down, and I won't charge you for that extra time. But I hear Recky said his prayers before he left. He had time to say his prayers. He struggled with coherence, he says, so he was not coherent there for a time. I'm guessing this was before he left. He couldn't talk coherently.
Yes.
Several months have passed, and you have been grieving so much that you had to let go of some of the grief, or you couldn't have survived. You told others that you wanted to reach out to him, to be with him. And they said, we can help you. And they showed you the way.
Yes.
There have been startling revelations for you.
Yes.
You have learned a lot about the afterlife through this process. You now understand that we are still with you.
Yes.
He says, don't despair. You're going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. We're all with you here, standing beside you. There is a mother figure, I'm telling you. She's standing there with him. I don't know who it is.
My mother-in-law.
Oh, okay.
His grandmother.
Okay. She says to say hi to you and to tell others that she's well. She wants you to know that Ricky is in good hands, and please don't worry about him. He will be all right. He's grown a lot, she says, and he's learned a lot, and we're very proud of him.
Yes.
Still wants you to understand that you have to, hold on, take care of yourself. You need to take care of yourself. You're the first priority. Be good to yourself. Love yourself. Your heart was so shattered that you didn't even think you'd be able to get up again. You just didn't think you'd ever have to live through anything like that. Your heart just about exploded. And this is why now you have to understand that you must take care of yourself, for we love you and we want you to be well. We are all here gathered around you, and I can see a lot of tears. They're just so happy to be around you. We're gathered around you, and we want you to feel our presence, for we love you. There was a stalking. The word is S-T-A-L-K-I-N-G. Stalking.
Yes. Yes.
This went on for a while. There were too many incidences, coincidences, I guess you could call them. This had been going on for a while. You now understand, he says.
Yes.
This will mean something to her, he says. It doesn't mean anything to me, but he says it will mean something to you.
Yes.
Several of his buddies also got hurt. They were with him. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
They all tried to escape.
Yes.
Several times they cried out for help, mercy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I hear, don't think we were afraid, for we were not. We were just scared out of our frickin' minds. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Every time we or he got closer, we would run. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
We were sure we were going to get away, but it didn't happen, and this was a long time ago. You don't understand that we have all grown so much since we've been here. We are the ones who love you. Jerry? Make any sense?
No.
Jerry is here. Okay, well, you can think about it.
Okay.
I think it's somebody related to your mother.
Okay.
I'm hearing that, but I don't know.
Trey?
Trey, is that related to your mother?
My cousin, yes.
Hold on. Is Trey with Jerry in any way? Related to Jerry?
I believe so, yes.
Trey is the one who left with him? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Was Trey the same age as somebody that left? As your son, Ricky?
Yes.
He says they held hands when they were little boys and would run together.
Oh, God.
Were they together when they were little boys?
No.
I
They
don't know.
didn't grow up together.
I don't know what that means then. They held hands and ran together, I hear.
I know what that means.
You know what that means? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I guess I just assumed they were little because they were holding hands and running. Okay. I hear the trauma was felt by everyone. It just pierced everyone. It went through the whole, it's like it pierced the world. It pierced the family, the community, everything.
Yes.
You shared your love with him and with others. You have been a dedicated and devoted mother, and he's very proud of you, and he wants you to know that he loves you. Did you do anything about the spelling of your name? I'm not sure when I'm hearing this. You spelled your name different. I don't know.
My name?
Yeah, I don't know why he's saying that. You spelled your name something. I don't know what that means. Maybe you just spelled your name on something. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what that means. I changed my name too young after he died. I've been married for 28 years, but I never changed my name. And after my son died, I changed it to young.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you spelled your name out on something to change your name. Okay. You had to let go of the past, I hear. This was part of you letting go of the past. You needed to move on, to find peace, to find happiness, to find solace in your heart. Your own mother was here, but she was not helping you as much as you would have liked.
Yes.
You had to do it alone. You had to follow the path alone, and this has taken you down a long road. However, you are doing fine. We are all here with you. Don't think that you're alone. You're not really alone because we're here walking beside you. I don't know why they keep bringing up your mother. But it's almost like your mother, they keep bringing up your mother. And it's almost like your mother had to leave because she couldn't deal with all the trauma.
Yes. Yes, she did.
She was not up to it, I hear. She just couldn't bear to deal with it.
Yeah.
Ricky slipped and fell. Does that make sense? Does it make sense that Ricky slipped and fell? Ricky slipped
Uh,
and fell.
yes,
He fell down and couldn't get up.
yes, yes.
He suffered, he said, however, it was short. He didn't have to suffer long. This was something that helped him to transition, for he then came to understand some things. And this you have to understand about him, that he is well, that he is being well taken care of, that when he got to the other side, they helped him. I just see it was like almost like he's limping, and there's two people, one on either side of him, helping him to the other side.
Oh.
And they helped him, they took him home, and they fixed him up, and he's fine now. He said it was a dreadful occurrence, and he's very sorry that you had to suffer through that. He didn't want you to have to suffer all the pain that you went through. You will understand now, however, he says, that this had to happen so that you could grow in spirit. Now you have come so far, and he is fine. He is happy. He is with you. He had to learn too, and through this process, he was able to learn many things and to grow in his spirit. Now that he's on the other side, he can help you in ways he never could before. You are his mother, and he will never forget you and never leave you. You have to understand that he will always be there for you. Please never doubt his presence. He says, I'm here beside you right now. He talks about 7 years of suffering, and he said this had to happen before he could leave. He had to go through 7 years of suffering. I don't know what that means.
Yes, 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 yes.
He said he was alone within his own head, I think. He was cut off from the rest of the family.
Yes,
He was struggling with some issues that caused him to dislocate and to become distant.
yes,
There will be others who come as well, and they will help you too. He's not the only one that's going to be helping you at this time.
okay.
You have others around you who are helping you to grow into spirit, and they will help you. I'm seeing a lot of light, a lot of white, almost like angelic presences around you. Your heart is very open right now, and this is good. Just hold on to the trust and the belief, and don't let others drag you down.
Okay.
So do you have any questions now for Ricky or anyone?
Yes. The people who killed him, will they be punished? Will they be caught?
Somewhere, he says, some when. You don't need to concern yourself with it because no one gets away with anything in this world. You have to understand that we are all here to learn, and we all came into this world in order to grow. Therefore, we experience many different things. We do not stand in judgment upon our brother, for we have learned that our brother is us. We are one, we are together, we love each other because we now know that all suffering comes from the fact that we think we are separated from our brothers. And therefore we judge one another and we try to be better than them. And this causes a lot of pain and suffering. And if it weren't for that, we would all be a lot happier. So please allow yourself to accept whatever happens and not to attach yourself to the result, but just allow it to be. For you must know that if you want to think of it as punishment, none go unpunished. Everyone must answer for their own experiences, their own I guess the word is blackness of heart. Each must answer for their own blackness of heart. They must open up to the light, and this can be very painful.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions for him?
No, I guess not. I love him. Just
He loves you
no.
very much. And he's talking about something. I'm trying to figure out what it is. It almost looks like a picnic.
A picnic?
Yeah, I don't know if you ever went on a picnic with him or something.
No, we haven't.
But it looks like a picnic. And I'm trying to figure it out what it is because it almost looks like a picnic basket. And it's either a park or the country. I don't know. But I think you're in the picture. You're in the picture. I don't know if he is, but I see you in the picture. It's a picnic.
Okay.
And you are somewhere with someone and you are very happy. Do you have any recollection of a time like that? You're happy, you're free, you're young, you're in love.
No.
Can't remember that. Okay. He says this was a long time ago and you were very young. You were in love with life at that point. You were very young, and I see you chasing a butterfly. You're very young. You're a little girl. You have come through a lot in your lifetime, he says, but he wants you to keep chasing that butterfly. To be that little girl still chasing the butterfly, still chasing after something so beautiful, knowing that it's there. Don't give up, he says. Keep chasing the butterfly. That is, you can think of me. He's the butterfly. There will be others as well, he says. There will be others. They are all here for you. I just hear that over and over. So you have a whole group around you. I'm guessing that you've also lost some friends or relatives because I do see others around that I think knew you.
Yes, my dad.
They were with you in this lifetime, I hear. Your dad?
My dad, yes.
Was he given to drama?
My dad?
Yeah. Things happen in his life?
Yes.
You know, just drama in his life?
Yes.
I hear coming and going.
Yes.
Much going on with him.
Yes.
Did Dad have some issues with sobriety?
Yes.
A lot of drinking and drugging?
Yes.
Okay, so that's Dad saying he loves you and he wants you to forgive him for any pain that he caused you during his lifetime. He never thought of you anything but his sweet little princess. Don't settle for less, he says. Don't settle for less. You're worth the moon and the stars. And therefore, very, very tingly, so I'm getting a huge energetic wave of love. Don't settle for anything less. You're worth the moon and the stars. Be the bold one. Step out on your own path. Don't worry what others say about you. They don't know you. They don't know who you are. You are the one who decides who you are. You are a brave, beautiful woman, and nobody else has the right to tell you who you are. So he's very strong on that. I don't know why. And I do hear, I guess because that was him, he was full of drama. Don't dramatize things. Just allow the story to unfold. Stay on the path. Don't look around you. Don't look at what anybody else is doing. Just stick to your own path. Be yourself. Be yourself. Be your wonderful, beautiful self. And don't ever, ever take any guff from anyone. They have no right to tell you anything. He says your heart is pure. Just stay that way. Okay? He would like you to send his regards to Mother.
Okay.
Apparently she was not with him when he left.
No.
She was away and he was alone, he says.
Yes. Yes.
He said he didn't let you know how much he loved you before he left, and he wants to make that up now. He should have told you every single day how beautiful you were and how much he loved you, and he's sorry he wasn't there for you. He said, don't make that mistake ever again. I think he's talking to himself, that he says he doesn't want to make the mistake ever again, to leave without telling people every day how much he loves them. He says, there's nothing more powerful than love, and I'm here to tell you. Boy, he's a strong personality character.
Yes, he is.
He's like bigger than life.
Yes, he sure is. He sure is.
He's, yeah, beating his chest a little bit. Strong personality. Was he drunk when he left?
No, not that I know of.
I hear drunk on the night he left, so I don't know what happened.
He had epilepsy, seizures,
Yeah?
and he fell on his bed on his neck right here and broke the bone. So I had a key to his house. I would see him every day. I went to check on him, and I found him deceased on his floor.
Was he drinking at the time?
He may have been, because he lived alone.
But did he drink
Yes,
at that
he
point
drank.
in his life?
Yes.
So did they do an autopsy or anything to check on his blood levels?
Yes. They did an autopsy, and the cause of death was acute asphyxiation from breaking the little bone in his neck.
Okay, but
But
they
I
did
don't
it.
think
They
didn't
didn't.
do a toxicology report.
Okay,
No.
all right. Well, he's telling me he was drunk that night. Whether he was drunk at the time or drunk earlier in the night, I don't know.
Wow, that makes sense. That clears up a lot. That's great. I mean, not great, but
I don't know what this means, but he says drug him out by his feet.
I had to flip him over by his feet. His feet had got lodged under the dresser, and I had to pull his feet over and flip him over.
Oh, okay. He says his struggles were not heard by others. He was alone. There was nobody else who lived with him, but I do feel like there was somebody who lived above him. Was there anybody who lived above him?
No, he lived in a single-story home.
What is he saying then? Let me see. By himself?
Yes.
Hold on. Maybe those were just the ones who'd come for him. Okay. He said his heart stopped and then he left, and he wants you to know that this is what happens when you leave. You just go and don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. He didn't need to understand it. He just had a moment of reflection, and then he was like, oh, okay. So when he left, it was just like, what's going on? Oh, okay.
Okay, that's great.
I didn't have to worry about it. He said they came and took me away in a golden chariot.
Oh.
And he's talking about his grandson. He says, my grandson is the life of the party.
Yes.
He says we all love him to death. I think he's making a joke. We love him to death.
Oh, that's great.
He'd just like you to know that he really does love you. He's calmer now. And he's kind of standing in front of other people that you might know. And he said, I kind of pushed up to the front here when I got my spot so I could talk. Your mother's mother is still here?
Yes.
Is she doing okay physically?
She's doing okay, but his mother, my father's mother, has Alzheimer's, and she's been like that for 10 years.
Okay, because there's somebody who's making visits there.
Probably his mother, my dad's mother. Or maybe my grandmother. She's 85.
Does she have any dementia at all?
Yes, his mother does.
How about your mother's mother?
No, but my grandfather does.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what they're saying. There is someone who comes and visits us. She is from your mother's side. You have to understand that when you are getting close to the end of your life, you are able to visit here more often.
My grandmother, probably.
Oh, she wants you to know that her own mother did one of them have a mother that left when she was still young?
Yes.
Which one?
My grandmother's mother's mother.
Okay, your grandmother's mother's mother, but which side of the family?
My mother's.
Okay, I think that's the one that's talking
Okay.
to us. That we want to connect with. She's the one that had the mother that left young, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. This is her mother's mother.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. They were together when she was a baby, however, she never saw her again.
Yes.
This will explain to you who this is, she says. We're still drawing her out. That is, she's still visiting us. However, she doesn't know yet that we are waiting for her to come home.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
They say her life has been long and hard.
Yes. She's ready.
It's time for her to come home.
She's ready. Yes.
This will allow her to get some rest and peace, and she deserves it.
Yes, she sure does. She sure does.
There will be others who come after her, so you've got others that are ready to come too, and I imagine that's probably the grandmother on the other side, and there are others getting ready to come too. The grandfather, maybe, I don't know, but I think there are some that you're going to lose in the coming years.
Older people, though.
Older
Yes?
people, yes, older people, older.
Okay. Yes.
They're older people that have lived out their lives, and now they're getting ready to
Yes.
transition.
Yes, they're ready. They're all ready.
Yep. These ones will come home, and then you'll have even more support from this side.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions?
Yes. My daughters. Does Ricky have any message for
For your daughter?
his sisters? Yeah, does Ricky have any messages for his two sisters?
Okay, let me ask. Is there one with an S name?
Yes.
What is it?
Chanterelle.
Okay, that would be it, because I couldn't quite make it out. Sean something. Okay. Was he close to her, particularly? Chanterelle?
Not really. It was the other one he was close to.
Okay. What's the other one's name?
Rakisha.
What is
Keisha.
it? Keisha?
Keisha.
Okay.
Rakisha.
Rakisha. She was the one that held his hand when he was still here. Does that make any
Yes.
sense?
Yes.
And she wouldn't leave his bedside. Does that make sense?
Yes.
He says she was so kind to him, he'll never forget that.
Yes.
Sharing his last memories with you, he says. These were
Yes.
very good memories, for he had not long to live,
Yes.
and they made his final transition. It was just more pleasant because of the love that he was receiving.
Yes.
So he wants her and you to know that this is something that's very important, that we live in the arms of love.
Oh.
This, he said, he'll always be grateful for, that there were those who loved him. So did Ricky and Rakisha, were they close enough that they grew up together?
Yes.
I see a little boy and girl together. We wanted to grow up and be friends forever because we had lots of interests in common. How old is Rakisha?
27.
Was she married?
She's engaged.
Does she live with someone?
Yes.
Okay, because on the other side, marriage often just means having a relationship, a close relationship like that. They don't have civil marriage.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what this means. I hear responsible party. This was a responsible party. I think she's
Yes.
talking about the one she was with.
Yes.
He was responsible for many changes in their life.
Yes.
I'm asking him if this was for the good or the bad. He says she was held to a high standard of behavior.
Yes. Yes.
This allowed her to overcome some bad habits.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Let's see. And the other daughter, Chanterelle?
Chanterelle.
Chanterelle. Friendly, he says, friendly girl.
Yes.
Was she older than him?
Yes.
So was she gone when he got...
Yes, she wasn't here at the time.
Huh?
No, she wasn't here at the time.
But was she gone? Well, how old was she? How old is she?
She was...
Or how old was she?
Huh? She was 29 when this happened. She's 30.
Okay. So I feel like she was older and gone at times of his life when he was growing up.
Yeah, she didn't live at home and they weren't that close.
Okay, that's
She's
what it
been
is.
with everything else.
All right, she was gone. Okay. He says she also made her own way in the world.
Yes.
She left early to go off on her own and seek her fortune.
Yes. Yes, she did.
He says she was not where he could have much contact with her. However, he sends her all his love, and he wants her to know that he loves her very much. And just because she wasn't there doesn't mean that he didn't care about her.
Oh, that's good.
And He said there will never be anyone to replace the two of you, and I think he's talking about you and Rakisha. So you must have, Rakisha?
Yes.
You must have been tight in your life.
Yes. Yes.
There was a
Yes.
bond of love between us, he said, that was amazing. The three of us were like the three musketeers. We shared so many adventures, he said, and so much tears and laughter together that it was amazing. So I don't see a dad in the picture. Was dad out of the picture?
He worked out of town all the time.
Okay.
He was never home.
All right. He also drank?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. He just says dad wasn't there in the crux of things.
He wasn't.
He couldn't be found sometimes when times were tough.
Yeah.
He left you high and dry. You had to overcome a lot of struggles on your own.
Yeah.
He says dad will be okay, but he has to learn his lessons too.
Yes.
And I hear the word Jerry again. Did you ever figure that out, Jerry? Terry? Jerry? Terry?
Terry is an old landlord of mine.
Terry or Jerry?
Her name is Jerry Terry.
Jerry Terry? Oh, how funny. Jerry Terry. Oh my goodness. Is Jerry Terry on the other side?
No, she's here. I think she's still alive. We owe her some money. She sued us in court and we couldn't buy a house because we have this on our credit.
I just hear Jerry Terry would like to talk to you.
Okay,
She's
we'll
sorry.
send her through.
She says she's sorry about what happened.
Okay.
She would like to make amends.
Okay. Bless her.
This is something that occurred through a misfortune,
Uh-huh.
and she was trying to help you out at one point and didn't work out.
Yes.
And then the two of you got into a conflict.
Yes.
Well, it's not your fault, she says. I just want you to know that I'm sorry. I really took some things out on you that weren't your responsibility, and I'm very sorry for it.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't know where Jerry Terry is, but that's what I'm hearing.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And lots of love and light to you, she says. I have never felt so bad before as I did at that time, for I didn't want to hurt you. It must have been you and a landlord issue with you and children or something?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so she felt pretty bad. Hope you can forgive me. I will be here also if you need to call on me.
Oh wow.
Well, now I'm curious as to what's going on. I hear struck down suddenly. How long since you've seen her?
About 5, 6 years.
Huh. I hear salvation is all we have to look forward to. It's always here. It's always around us. Don't worry. You're fine.
Oh wow.
She says, spelled out your name. I don't know who says it. Spelled out your name on your birth certificate and got it wrong.
Yes.
What happened?
My mother named me Lashaun Denise Robinson, but she spelled it Lashaun Dennis Robinson.
Okay.
So it's on my ID, it's on my social security, my birth certificate. So my mom spelled it wrong, Dennis. It should have been Denise.
It's funny.
Yes.
Did your mother drink too?
Yes.
Just her drink too.
Yes.
You had lots of alcohol and abuse going on in your family.
Yes.
And I just here to tell you we love you. It'll be okay. Just let those things roll off your shoulders because you've just weathered a lot in your life, and now it's time to find peace and happiness and love.
Oh, thank you.
You can't stay attached to the past. You have to let it go. You have to let it go.
Okay.
You have to move on to happiness. And they're telling me that this is the only way. The only way is to let the past go and move on into the future. The future that you see in front of you is not the future you want, for that's the past. You can only figure out the future based on your past. Therefore, be willing to move out into the unknown. You are not wise enough to know what is in your best interest, so therefore trust God.
Yes.
Trust the universe to bring it to you, and just have faith. And when things aren't going well, just say, I trust in God, I trust in the universe, I trust in the kindness of love. And therefore, I will just stay at peace inside myself and wait for the next thing to happen, wait for the path to unfold. I will do as I am directed. I will follow the path. I will trust in God. That's what they're telling you.
Okay.
All right, I think we are pulling up on the end of our time. Would you have any other questions?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, let me see what else we might get just to end this. I hear heaven sent. You were heaven sent, and I think that's your Father saying you were heaven sent. You came to him at a low moment, and you just brought him so much happiness and glee. You were the one who lit up his life, and he loves you beyond measure. There will always be this space for you in his heart. Boy, he's a strong personality. He's just holding his own.
Yes.
Lest you think that we are unable to grow once we get on this side, you're wrong. We continue to grow, we continue to expand, we continue to have experiences. This is not the end. This is the beginning. So believe in us. We are here with you for a new beginning. Please take our hands, walk with us, and let the light shine upon your path. For you are on the right track, and we will be here beside you, guiding your footsteps. We love you very much. We're going to let you go now, and we want you to have a peaceful evening and start the new year on a new foot to a new world of love and peace and acceptance.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much.
All right, you will get a copy of the recording. I'm so sorry we didn't record the first part. What happened to him? Apparently there was something going on and he got shot and...
Yeah, someone knocked on my door and had him come outside, and they were sitting in his car, and someone came up and shot him in his head and in his neck from behind. And then I heard the shots, and I ran outside, and he had a hole coming out of his head, and he died. And that was almost 11 months ago.
Did he die right
in
there?
Front of our house.
Did he?
Yeah, he died with me. Because I was telling him I love him. I love you, Ricky. I love you. And then I looked up in the sky and I asked God, was he going to take my son tonight? And then my son twitched. And then he relaxed. And he died. And the ambulance came and they tried to work on him for about 15 minutes. And they took him to the hospital, but they never took him inside of the hospital. He never regained consciousness. But what's crazy is I knew that he was going to die for like 5 years. I knew it. I felt it. And about a month before he died, I was reading the Bible and God told me, like, I'm going to bring Ricky home. And I told my son, like, Ricky, God is going to bring you home. And a month later, he was gone.
Wow. Wow. You had the premonition. Wow.
Yes. I even purchased him life insurance because I knew he was going to die.
Wow.
I didn't purchase life insurance for my daughters, just my son.
Wow. Well, he's letting you know he loves you. And That's amazing that you could be right there with him, though, even though it was horrible for you to be able to hold him in your arms and tell him you loved him.
Yes, yes, it was
That helped him
beautiful.
on his way.
Yes.
Wow, it's amazing. Well, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you had to go through this. Anyway, I will get you the video, okay? And I hope this helped you to reassure you.
Yes. Yes, it did. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you.
You too. Bye bye.
And
God bless
happy,
you.
bye-bye. Happy New Year.
You too. Happy New Year's to you.
Bye-bye.